what's the balance between the athletic department proactively reaching out to our student athletes, checking in, versus asking them to make good decisions and proactively check in with us? And does that change from individual to individual or team to team?
I think it's very individualized. Abigail can comment on her team and Caroline on her team, but I think it's very individualized. Some athletes are great at sending us texts, hey, I'm okay, or just asking questions, which opens up the ability, should I get this banana or this banana? Well, here's the ability for Caroline to ask, hey, how are you doing? And same thing with the athletic trainers, the strength coaches, the coaches, pretty much anybody that's communicating with the athlete.
Any follow-up, Abigail or Caroline?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we're doing is we've been communicating with our athletes via Jump Forward. So that's how we're covering all of our athletes, reaching out, being proactive, sending them messages about transitioning, establishing a new routine, that if they experience any mental health related symptoms, then to reach out. And that's for every student athlete, that we've been trying to stay in contact with them that way. The other side of it is those of us that have already established care with the student athletes, is we are reaching out to them. They also are really good at following up with us. I can say that the group of student athletes that we work with, athletic medicine has made it a priority to develop relationships with these students. And so they really find comfort in reaching out and asking questions. So we haven't really had any barriers related to that. We've been really lucky.
Yeah. All right.
Kurt, I'll just add that, we talk about this all the time, but we are very much an integrated healthcare system here. Our athletic trainers, our dietitians, our athletic counselors are all integrated together, and we talk to each other continuously throughout the day about what's going on with the student athletes. So everybody is on board that and understands that the athletic trainers just can't do their job alone, that we need Caroline's team, we need Abigail's team, we need the strength coaches to do our job effectively. So we know that we have to communicate, and I think we do a great job of communicating up, down, and across, all in from a 360-degree aspect.
One thing I've heard is mention of many different apps already, and I think it's just maybe more of a broad point that I'll make is we have some apps that are standardized around the athletic department. Individual teams use maybe sports-specific apps for communication, and so I'm often struck at how many different pieces of technology we ask our staff members who are in support roles to master and understand. Including now different video technology here for keeping in touch with people. But along those lines, we have another question here from Dan. Are teams using any specific technology to help track our student athletes remotely, or allow coaches to keep tabs, whether it be workouts, whether it be sleeping, nutrition? Do we have step counters? Is there a range of ideas that we might be using in kind of our remote setup right now?
I'd say we aren't using any specific technology. We're treating this as kind of a discretionary time period. We're encouraging them to stay active for their mental health just as much as their physical health. But I wouldn't say that we're using any kind of technology to check in with them. That's something that our campus, our faculty, administration on campus is very strict with us about kind of keeping the 20 hours that they're here on campus, on the field practicing, as the 20 hours when we will use Catapult to track them. But we do not, in a regular time period, we do not use sleep monitors or anything that track their whereabouts or track their activity outside of on field.